Hello, this is Bridget Rao with Divine Essentials. Okay guys, so I apparently bought myself a deck that I have no recollection of, but it showed up today. It's called Amiras Love Oracle, and I don't even remember where I saw it, how I got it, but the packing slip had my name on it. So I think I bought it, but it's pretty cool. I probably did it at night, like really late one night when I was stoned or something, but I don't know. It's here, so we're gonna find out what their intentions are, and I'm gonna get some of the sexual energy too. So there's probably gonna be extended on this, but we're gonna start off with this new deck to see what type of intentions this person has for you right now. First one we have coming out is money. Money! And a blonde female. So, that doesn't look like a blonde female to me, but I don't think it really much matters. I think that what I'm picking up from here is that they're seeing abundance from a connection with their divine feminine, all right? And I feel like because there's another card in here that's a brunette, and it feels more karmic than, like, just the way the person's face looks and stuff. It looks kind of sneaky, manipulative energy. I don't know if I can find it right off the bat, but this one looks a lot more innocent, like the girl next door type of energy. And I feel like what this is trying to say is that their intention is to see the value in their divine feminine, to see like the abundance that's available to them with the connection with you. And there's just like this innocence coming through. So I don't think there's a bad intention here. Yeah, see, this is the brunette one where it's kind of like a more, I don't know, devious look to it. You know, like you can't see what she's wearing. It kind of looks like she might be naked. This one's like fully clothed. And it coming through with money, it tells me that there's just this desire to show the value. And then we have new love. So some of them just may want to like have a new phase with you. Rekindle whatever has ended. I feel like they're thinking about coming back around to, this because it's a past love. So they're seeing you as, their intention is basically to see the value in this divine feminine energy, this innocent person, this pure person. And it's like they want to bring new love to the past situation. So I do feel like many of you actually even had a past life with this person. And I am feeling a lot of Egyptian energy. And it's funny because somebody asked last night about the Lyran stuff. So for me, the Lyrans carry a lot of ancient Egyptian energy. They're connected to abundance, like the energy and frequency that they bring forth is abundance. And they actually have red hair, and they have like a lioness type of energy, a lot of strength, Leo energy, and they're very good with abundance. And the Lion's Gate opens in August, but it's very much like connected to the Lyrans, and the Lyrans are their ancient ancestors. They were the first consciousness in this part of our galaxy, in this part of the universe, and so they have a lot of ancient wisdom. And so I feel like for some of you, the connection that you share with that past life energy goes all the way back then. And if you look at ancient Egypt, you'll see that they were revering the ancient Lyrans there. They had the depictions of the Sphinx, half feline, half human. They have all the lions everywhere. They were revering the god, Sekhmet. All of that energy is connected to the Lyrans. And they received a lot of the ancient wisdom that they had from that consciousness of the Lyrans. And there's also a connection to Sirius, because at one point, the consciousness from Orion, there was a war. All the peeps from Lyra had to leave, and a lot of them ended up in Sirius. So that's why there's half feline beings in Sirius as well. But the Great Pyramid actually aligns with one of the shafts goes to Osiris or Orion, and the other goes to Sirius, which is Isis. So there's a very much galactic-y connection with the ancient Egyptians, and there's a lot of that energy coming through here. as well. So I feel like the past life connection that you guys shared probably stems from the stars, but the intention is to rekindle the wisdom and the value that you guys had in that time. And they may be seeing you in that light of the ancient, like Isis, powerful, divine feminine strength. So let's see what else comes through from them. Trust. So for some of you, you may have dealt with some situations where it's left you feeling like you can't trust this person anymore. I feel like they've broken your trust, and so their intention now is to gain your trust back. Whatever transpired between the two of you, I feel like they're wanting to come back to get control over the situation again. Yeah, some of them are wanting to take action and communicate with you. They feel like you just don't trust them anymore, like you don't want to hear from them, like you've really pulled yourself away from them. And so they're trying to do what they can to take control back of that situation and to rekindle your trust in them. And I am seeing the star on the bottom. So again, there's this element of star seeds, which I do feel a majority of twin flames are star seeds. You know, you have a divine mission, a divine purpose here, and you're here to anchor energy and frequency down from that realm, whether you're from Lyra, Sirius, whatever. I feel like there is that energy of the star within the both of you, and you have a higher divine purpose anyways if you're on a twin flame journey. Some of you on a soulmate journey, it may just be that you are a star seed, or it may just be that they're seeing you as wish fulfillment. They're wanting to take action towards you, and I do think they're going to want to do this within the next few weeks. So their intention is to get back into that energy of the Emperor, to get back into control of the situation. I think some of you may have been this Queen of Swords. You decided to cut out whatever it was that was hurting you. I think a lot of you had a Three of Cups energy, this love triangle. So they might have started seeing other people, or they could have lied to you. You know, there's some sort of element, there was some third element in this connection that broke your trust. And I think within the next few weeks, they're hoping to regain it. And some of them are feeling like that's unlikely, that you may never forgive them or trust them again. I feel like some of them are in a place of feeling like it's unlikely that they're going to be able to get back into your good graces. And I do think for a majority of you, it was, you know, a love triangle here, or some sort of secret about another person or connection that they were trying to not show to you. And when you found out, or when you heard, you know, whatever lie it was, or some addiction that they've had, you decided to cut them out and to just focus on yourself and your abundance. So again, I feel like that money energy coming through is just that self-value that you've practiced through cutting them out. But it's also because you're rising up and you're manifesting abundance into your own life. You're creating, and you've unlocked, you know, the universal's blessings. I feel like they do have an intention to come back around to you, though. The Four of Wands for a lot of people is twin flame 11-11 union. But I also am feeling like this is them seeing the commitment you've taken to yourself to just keep rising through everything that has transpired here, through the third parties, through the dark, through the pain. You just keep going up and up and up. And I think they're starting to realize the true gem that you are, you know, in comparison to whatever else they may have had going on. I feel like you may be even just focusing yourself into your work more. And they're definitely intending to reach out and communicate with you. And I think they're just seeing you take off in this new beginning. Sorry about that. They're seeing you take off in this new beginning, this new valuable new beginning. And it's giving some of them anxiety, and it's making them feel stuck. Like I said, they feel like they've lost control over you. All right. So they thought that they were going to be able to be the Casanova, get away with things that, you know, others they may have gotten away with in the past, or they may have just got a little too cocky with things, or they just caused some sort of conflict here. And you were like, okay, I'm going to be the fool, and I'm going to take a leap of faith into a whole new direction. And I'm going to start working on myself. I'm going to work on my career. I'm going to work on self-improvement, my abundance. And so now they're feeling like it's unlikely that they're going to get their control back. But I think that within the next few weeks, they're definitely going to try to get their control back and try to get you into their good graces again, to forgive them and trust them. And I think that there is a desire to communicate with you and heal whatever has happened here. So let's get clarity on the Three of Cups, like what that's connected to. I think for most of us we know, but yeah, okay. So some of them, they did start to go off into new love, or they were trying to create new love with you, and they were still connected to somebody else. But now I feel like their intention is to rise out of that darkness and to bring another cup to you. All right, so they may be getting ready to have a whole new fresh start, where they let go of what it was that they were in, so that they can have a fresh start with you. Some of them are watching you, observing you, and some of them are in this place of pain. But I feel like this is also a representation of what they've done to you. That's what's caused you to pull away and say, okay, I'm just going to focus on myself. And they've watched you transform. They've watched you rise up. They've watched you work on yourself and start over with a new love in your own life. Maybe you're the one that's going off and dating new people, and that could have caused more daggers to them. But I think their intention is to do something with this partnership. I think they're also seeing it as, high-level soulmate, or somebody that is not karmic, okay? So I think that they may have even recognized the situation that they were dealing with was karmic, because some of them have definitely gone through tower moments. So it's either that they had this epiphany after you left, or they had an epiphany due to some experience that they went through with a third party, or an addiction, or whatever it was that was the third element that caused the heartache. I think there has now been some sort of epiphany, and they're choosing to want to transmute it and to change. They want to become the magician. They want to take all the crap and turn it into gold, and they're wanting to make the decision to choose true love with their Empress. So they're wanting to give birth to a new beginning with you. They see you as that Empress, as that beautiful woman that embodies all the queens. And I think in the past they may have been focused on illusions, or they were focused on just passion or sex, or just something that they weren't seeing the full picture. And I think after you removed yourself from it, they went through that epiphany moment, that tower moment, and now they're starting to recognize, but they're feeling left out in the cold because you have iced them out. And some of you may have even found somebody else that you're like working towards a Ten of Cups with. I feel like some of you could have found a more mature man, or your person's going to come back more mature for union. All right. But just be careful, because if they come back with the wrong energy, it will be short term. So you don't want that. You don't want them to come back just because they feel like they want control, and then they get the control back, and then they break away. So practice your freedom. Don't give it away too soon or too quick. Make sure you can trust them, because you deserve to have something better than that. Mana. Let's see, what's this? Yeah, they're ready to take action. And they are, for many of them, choosing this new direction where they're letting go of the stuff that was detrimental to their health, whether it was physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. I feel like some of it was addiction, some of it was karmic relationships, some of it was just a way of thinking. They're wanting to get out of that, and they're asking for help. They're looking at you as a helpful person too, because I think in the past you may have even tried to help them with their stuff, whatever problems or issues they had, whether it was in a relationship or just like in their personal life. It's like you just tried to help them. And so I think they're looking at you in that way. But again, this message of be assertive is coming through. So don't just like give over to them, because I think that you standing in your power is what's attracting them back. And if you go back to allowing them to just kind of control, you may only have them around for a short term before they, break back into old patterns or old behaviors. So let's see a couple of cards on how they're viewing you right now, and then I'm gonna take it over to Vimeo for an extended look at this connection. But we're gonna pull out the deck. What is this? I can't remember the name of it. So how are they viewing you? We have the Ace of Swords coming through. So I do think that they're wanting to communicate with you again. And the Five of Cups, they're looking at a lot of these missed opportunities that they've had with you, all of the illusions that slowed them down. They're now wanting victory, okay? And I feel like even like romantically, they're feeling like the only way they would get you back to connect with them in a sexual way is if they were to like liquor you up. And again, there's this element of feeling like you're just out of reach, like they can't touch you, but they want to, and that they were too slow. You know, they took too long, focusing on all the wrong things, focusing on all the illusions, and a lot of them feel that they've knocked over all the opportunities that they had with you. And I think there is a desire to communicate with you to see if it's over. Okay, and again, the Three of Swords with the Devil, it's like, I think that the way they're viewing you is their way of breaking out of this. They want to have this fresh start. They want to communicate clearly because they don't want to be stuck in this toxic stuff anymore. And there is probably somebody that's kind of hanging around in the doorway, and they're just like thinking about you, wanting to look at you, wanting to see you. So again, there's that element of just the kind of like thinking about you regardless of where they're at. And I think many of them do want to communicate with you. They do want to take action because you're fulfilling your wishes. You're not waiting on them anymore. You're going off and you're creating abundance and healing and transforming. You're manifesting your own Ten of Cups. And I think for a lot of them, that is causing a lot of energetic burdens. And like I said, some may come back as a Casanova because they don't want to give up on this. And some of them are becoming a little bit more obsessive about it because they don't like that they've lost the control. But for some of them, they're going to come back for a union and they're going to want to stay with you. Okay? So there is a desire. They're viewing you as somebody that they want to spend their time with, somebody that's valuable, Nine of Pentacles, somebody that you marry. That's the one that's right before the Empress. She basically is the person that becomes the Empress. They're not ready to give up on this, and they're very burdened about even how to approach you for this new communication, because they know that you're off, like fulfilling your own wishes. And some of you have found somebody else to connect with and communicate with, and that is weighing heavily on them. But there is a definite sexual desire towards you. But it's not just that, there's also a desire for a relaxed relationship, a desire to transmute, to transform so that they can be with this Queen of Pentacles, because again, they're seeing the value of you, but they're in a place of anxiety about how to now approach with this Ten of Pentacles, how to approach with this healthy relationship, this partnership to work together on a new beginning of romance and strength. Okay? And a lot of them just don't know the right words to say. They don't know what you're going to say. They really are. Some of them feel that you're with others. Some of you are with others, and that's putting a block into this communication. But a lot of those people that are seeing this, still have their stuff in their own doorway. So if they want anything to change, they have to get rid of the toxic stuff themselves and then communicate clearly about this. And that's going to take strength for some of them. So I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, hit like, subscribe, comment, help me out. And if you'd like to donate, there's a link down below. If you'd like to head over to the extended, where we're going to find out a little bit more about how they're viewing you, their sexual desires, the final outcome of their intentions, and this connection, there will be a link down below for the Vimeo. And if you'd like to send a deck, there's an Amazon wish list down below. If you'd like a private reading, I am on a 2-week wait, but I will add you to my list. Other than that, thank you very much. In Mune, namaste.